look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
And it seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
Now the starting group for Orlando. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Carter in at the center position.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And when you have Halliburton's size as a guard, you should be comfortable working inside.
And Stan, after a few down years, the magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Here's Siakam. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Here's Turner. To finish the lane.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Suggs kicks to Carter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. To the middle. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Siakam passes to Turner. And it's sent back by Carter. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Halliburton outside. A three-pointer, no good. Suggs against Halliburton. And it's Suggs missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Franz Wagner. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
To the paint. Here's Banchero. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Strong defense against Banchero inside, but they can't break his focus, and he still manages to knock it down.
Now, here's Siakam. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Indiana again missing. Magic have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Banchero against Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Banchero left side. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Nembhard. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Wagner outside. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Banchero. Launches it from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's a tie game in Indiana. And don't go away. We'll be back with... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Cole Anthony. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Banchero. Then there's Black. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. On the wing, Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. It's good from long range. Halliburton's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pacers. Walker against Banchero. Outside Anthony. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Indiana leading. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Miles Turner comes in for Walker. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Here's Suggs following the score by Indiana. Pass to Banchero. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana leading by 3. And here is Turner. Here's Mathurin. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Now here's Anthony. Back to Suggs. Banchero, right side. And it's blocked. And here's the break. Outside Mathurin. Carter against Turner. Pass to Halliburton. Shoots the 3. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Halliburton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league. And Jamal Mosley's as good as anyone.
Yep, I would agree. And some changes here for the Pacers. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Halliburton. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Banchero. Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Anthony.
And Mathurin, he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammate.
The Magic trail by 8. Caldwell Pope outside. Back to Suggs. Shoots over Nembhard. And it's Suggs missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
I love that they're continuing to to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Suggs with the ball. Launches from deep. The long distance three is good. Suggs has got 7 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Nesmith in at small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Good. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
Using a unique blend of power and finesse, Turner can make some tough baskets down low.
Suggs, screen on Siakam. Here's Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Back to Nembhard. Pass to Turner from deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. 4-point game. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be Wagner shooting. It goes on Aaron Nesmith. The Magic shooting their first free throw this game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Now it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Here's Banchero following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old-school big. Parker Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
Indiana making some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Banchero, and it's Anthony Black in for Caldwell Pope. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. Siakam outside. 1:06 left to play in the third. It's blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. As Vitadze goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Here's Mathurin. And a screen on Wagner. From 13, Indiana again missing. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Down low for the lead. And the layup is good. Wagner's got the lead up to 1 now for Orlando.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Pass to Siakam. Misses from short range.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Magic out in front. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Black. And it's Vitadze in at the 5. Banchero looking around. Pass to Black. Now here's Anthony. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Black. Shot clock at 2. A 3-pointer is right on target.
It's smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Halliburton outside. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's the 3. Mathurin for 3. Black grabs the board. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Banchero outside. Over Mathurin, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Suggs in for Black.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. And he uses the glass on the lane. Banchero's got 10 points here in the second half.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Turner with the screen on Suggs. A shot's good from Halliburton. Halliburton's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
And guys, there's just an air about Halliburton. He has such belief in his abilities, and eventually others start to believe. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
1:27 left to play in the final quarter. Shots good by Siakam.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
Banchero inside, covered by Siakam.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, no doubt about those free throws coming up big in the clutch.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Here's Banchero. It counts. A tremendous three to tie it up.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And delivering in the clutch, Siakam with zero fear, wanting the ball when it matters most.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Good work defensively by Carter.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Here's Siakam. Orlando grabs the miss. And we get a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
And here's Banchero. It's in!
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
Not a lot of resistance in trying to just outscore other teams. Generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Halliburton for 3. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
Down it goes at the buzzer. Don't get any better than that.
Oh,